I suspected my wife was planning a divorce, so I moved all of my assets. 2 weeks later, she filed, then backtracked when her plan backfired. It started with small things. Bryn stopped asking about my day. She'd scroll through her phone during dinner, smiling at messages she wouldn't share. When I walked into rooms, conversations ended abruptly. My mother noticed it first at Sunday brunch. "She's detaching," Mom whispered, while Bryn was in the bathroom. I've seen it before. I wanted to believe Mom was wrong, but then I found the folder. Bryn had left her laptop open and there it was, a directory labeled B New Start. Inside were screenshots of our bank statements, property deeds, retirement accounts. She documented everything we owned down to the penny. There were also saved listings for apartments downtown, the expensive kind with doormen and rooftop pools. She'd never mentioned wanting to move. The real gut punch was the consultation receipt from Morrison and Associates. I knew that firm. They were divorce attorneys, the ruthless kind that specialized in taking husbands to the cleaners. The consultation was dated 3 months back. 3 months of her lying to my face every single day. I called my college roommate Trevor that night. He'd gone through a nasty divorce 2 years prior. Lost his house, his savings, everything. "Don't wait," he said. "If she's planning, you need to act first." So I did. I opened new accounts at a different bank and quietly moved funds. I transferred stocks to my uncle's name temporarily, with a written agreement. I sold the boat we never used and deposited the cash in a safety deposit box. The house was in both our names, but everything else became unreachable. 2 weeks later, Bryn served me papers over breakfast. She didn't say a word, just slid the envelope across the table and walked out. I opened it and felt oddly calm. She was asking for half of everything, including assets she thought still existed in our joint accounts. Her lawyer had gotten sloppy, listing specific account numbers with estimated values. Those accounts now held $1,147 combined. That evening, she came home with her sister Reese. They were laughing, talking about Bryn's new apartment lease, when she checked her phone and her face went sheet white. Her lawyer had clearly just informed her about the accounts. "Where is it?" she said quietly. "Where's what?" I asked, not looking up from my dinner. "The money. Our money." I took a bite of pasta. "Oh, you mean my money? The money I earned while you were planning to rob me blind?" Her sister tried to intervene, but Bryn cut her off. She called me every name imaginable, threatened to get the courts involved, said I'd hidden marital assets. "Prove it," I said. "Show them where this money allegedly went." The next morning, her lawyer called mine. They wanted to negotiate. Bryn would drop the divorce if I returned the assets and we'd attend counseling. I almost laughed. She'd spent months plotting to destroy me financially, and now that her plan had exploded, she wanted to reconcile? I agreed to meet at a mediator's office. Bryn showed up looking exhausted, makeup unable to hide the dark circles. "I made a mistake," she started, but her lawyer kept interrupting with legal threats about concealed assets and forensic accountants. That's when I pulled out my own folder. It contained printed messages between Bryn and her personal trainer, discussing their future together once she got her settlement. There were texts about hiding my grandfather's watch at her mother's house so she could claim it in the divorce. Plans to max out credit cards before filing, sticking me with the debt. The mediator reviewed the messages in silence. Bryn's lawyer looked like he'd swallowed glass. "I think we're done here," I said, standing up. But as I reached the door, Bryn's phone rang. She answered, then her face transformed into something I'd never seen before. Pure terror. She looked at me and whispered, "Your uncle just called my mom. He's at her house right now with the police." I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.